Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to design and develop a standalone system, that is a solar system sizing for our technicians and electricians there, but basically solar technicians that have got know-how on how to design. Maybe you have got a client and you don't know how you are going to design and size a system that will provide that required power for the home use, business use, or just a general use for your client. So I'm just going to show you step by step on how to design and size quotation for your client. That is the solar using PV system. That is a software. So if you have not downloaded the software, you can just search on or visit the company website. That is the PVsyst website, and download it from there. After that, you will need to install it. So let us just open the software, being that on my side I had installed it. So let us just click it so that we can open it up. Many people are wondering or are questioning themselves of maybe the importance of this thing. This tool helps you as a solar PV technician to design, simulate, so that before you go to the actual thing, maybe you have evaluated the errors that might occur. You have known all the parameters that are required out there in the field to avoid several mistakes that can occur, like maybe you have installed a system and it's failing maybe to work because of weather or some other reasons. So to start, we are going to go to the project design. If you click on the project design, there are several ways or several parameters that you can size from there. We have the grid connected, we have standalone, we have pumping, that is for water, then we have the DC grid. Now for now, we just want to design a standalone system. So let us just click that to open. Then we are going to work on, let's name our system maybe Nairobi Diagnotic Project. Then project name maybe new project. So before you start, you can see it's telling us that orientation is not defined. So we need to define orientation so that we proceed. You need to, in each and every aspect where it indicates red, you need to work and simulate all those things until you reach to a point where you are going to run your system or simulate your system. If you reach a point where you can now simulate your system, it means that all the parameters and the aspects required maybe for the client all of them have been sized correctly, and even if you go ahead to install the system, there will be no errors. So let us just click on orientation so that we can define orientation. Being that we are on the equatorial regions, we majorly use 30, but this you can always change. Maybe if you have got the GPS system, you can know the exact one to use. So for our demo purposes, I'm just going to use the tilt to be 30 and the azimuth to be 0. So let us just click OK. If you click OK, you can see that it automatically changes from red to green. It means that the orientation has now been defined and it's correct. So let us define the user needs. So for us to design the user needs, these are the appliances that maybe your client is going to use on a daily basis on the house, homestead, or the business where you are to install the solar system. So let's say it's going to be a homestead. Now we just want to include lamps. Maybe your client is having maybe 5 lamps. Those are energy saving lamps. Let's say they are using 9 watts daily, and the number of days, the number of hours they're into use, let's say are 8 hours. So like as you can see, it's telling us to specify the hours. That is hourly distribution. So the hourly distribution, we are just going to specify it if you click on this button. But before we can proceed to the all of that, let us just add, maybe your client is having a TV, PC, mobile, or other electronic gadgets. So we're just going to include maybe the electronic gadgets are maybe up to 6. Then they are using a power of 250 watts. So how long are these into use? Let's say they're working 4 hours a day. Then maybe domestic appliances. Now in domestic appliances, maybe here we have got maybe we can talk on electric iron. So let's say we have 2 domestic appliances which are consuming up to 1000 watts, and the number of hours that is into use in a day, let's say 2 hours, or maybe 1. Let's just use 2. So then we have a fridge. Your client has got 1 fridge, of which that fridge is again 1000. It's 1000, that is 1 kilowatt, or 2000. We can maybe use 2 kilowatts per day. Then it's running 24 hours a day. Maybe dishwashers. So as you can see, guys, these you can add. You can add as more appliances as you want on this part. So let us now go back and look on the hourly distribution. So on the lamps, maybe for demonstration, you can just choose that. So it's 12 hours. Then TV, or we're going for 4 hours. So let us just distribute it to 4 hours. Then this, you can distribute it like that. So after working on your hourly distribution, you can click OK. Then everything is now set. Then let us click OK. As you can see, user needs are already defined. So let us define our system, guys. So in the system, we are going to work on we are going to specify the battery, then the PV array, the backup, maybe if you want the backup. So that before we go to that, you again have your simplified system. So this is just like a drawing that's going to show you everything that you are going to do. Maybe how you are going to install your system, the PV array, the system, and everything the user loads. So we can just click there, OK. So let's click system so that we can work on it. On the storage, maybe you want to work on you can go with the technology or the battery that you can get maybe nearly. For my case, let me go for lithium ion. So it's telling us here to please choose the PV module. So let's say it always depends with maybe a battery that you can get. So most of the batteries outside there maybe is 12 volts, maybe 100 amps. So we can use that maybe for demonstration. Then it's telling us now to choose the PV module. So let us just click there so that we can choose our PV module. So choose the PV module. It depends. I like maybe polycrystalline. So I can just choose on the one that I might be interested in. Maybe I want to use a 300 watts 30 volts polycrystalline. So let me choose that. So after choosing this, it's telling us to choose the controller model or the operating mode for universal controller. So there is one we are just going to choose it at this point, and I always like using MPPT inverters. So it has selected one for us, that is this one. Then it's going to require 2 of them. The number in strings 12. That is going to be maybe a bit expensive to buy all those. So we can just change. Let's see if it's giving us. So we can use, let's say we just need one. So we have selected one that is for 1000 watts 51 volts. Then maximum charging is 6. Discharging current is 56. So we can just click OK. It's telling us ready for simulation, but as you can see, this is not correctly sized. So we can change this. Then we see it's still not ready, but this, if it has allowed you to for simulation, it means that maybe the errors are minimal. So we can just with that we can just run our simulation, but maybe you can have a sketch of this, then you run your simulation. As you can see, our simulation ended successfully. It means that with the aspects that we have here, we can confidently go to the site and install the solar system for your client. So you can just click OK. Then let's save the variant. Then now if you want the report, you can click on the report there so that you can generate your report. And as you can see, our report is already generated here. So it's having maybe the things that you are going to work, like the title, the name of the project, every other thing. That again, guys, this is going to help you very much in getting the completion certificate for your work, because you are going to use these values to fill in the completion certificate for the PV installation that you are just about to start. Guys, that is the end of our studies today. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Then you click on the notification icon to open it. so that you can be updated and informed of each and every of our tutorials that we will be uploading to the YouTube. Thank you.